Hey guys, I'm Aaron here, and as you know, last videos we did the Forging Fire Broken Blades part 15 is about the Nine Ring Broadsword, and sometimes it's gonna do, and then I'm just gonna make a different video. Now I'm gonna tell you one of my favorite swords in Forging Fire. Swords are developed about back in the timing. So I'm just going to say everything in Forging, all of my favorite swords in Forging Fire. So first off would be this weapon is a katana. Built in the Mongol invasion, but you can see this one in the films, and also used by great warriors, the samurai. But sometimes the swords are actually like this, designed for light and fast weapon. Remember, in the battlefield, you must roll with that sword. When you have battling the others, you have to move forward. You try your best to move forward. Alright, next one. Next would be Next stuff would be I'm not sure. Yes, the Nagamaki. So the word Nagamaki roughly translates to a long wrap. It means long handle, and that means is the Nagamaki designed a light and fast weapon. In the battlefield, you must carry it, and in the battlefield, you're facing a big okay guys. So Nagamaki will translate to long wrap means long handle and designed for light and fast. But remember, in the battlefield, you must carry this when you're charging an enemy. Don't make your sword down. Next would be other kill weapon. It would be the medieval broadsword. The medieval broadsword, it belongs to a Gargana, but it's called a sword of stone. But they put the sword of stone right to the rock, so when one of them had to pull out the sword to become a new king. That's a very good name though. Next would be the Scottish Claymore. So Scottish Claymore is a weapon used by Scotland by Emperor Will Willis. And that means sometimes they actually do a lot of things. Sometimes Will Willis, and then there's normal one size. It's about translate to great sword. The great sword is. So next would be a Spatha. It's a Spatha weapon used by barbarian warriors, but sometimes Spatha is used on the right, and a shield like that. Okay, I'll write this down a little bit. Yeah, and that means it's the shields on it, and the shields. So the left side on the shield and it's Spatha to the right. That means that the barbarian warriors that charge this one, and then you have to stab. That means in the position. And let me think of another one. I think would be let me think another one. Let me think. I think a cane sword. A cane sword is used by the fashion peoples and design. So it is disguises up the old man, and that means he drew the sword and then they dueling. And also you use the hilt to bash right to their heads. And there you have it, guys. These are my favorite swords in Forging Fire. You want to ask me some questions? Leave me in the comments and I'll get them in future videos. And guys, make sure to subscribe. If I have a lot of subscribers by 5 days in this video, well, I'm likely to do an epic video. Subscribe now, and chance to win. Count the times right now. So let me count how many 4 hours. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so that means we're gonna after 4 hours. That means I will make another video about a type of knives. Good. Alright, guys. I'll see you in 4 hours. Hey guys, I'm Aaron here, and today it's been 4 hours, so I'm just gonna tell you all the knives in Forging Fire. Some knives you can actually medium shorts and short blades, and sometimes a one handle. And I'm just gonna tell you all the knives in Forging Fire. So before we can do that, let me 1 second. Okay. Yeah, I'm just closing that closet. Now, let's move on. First off would be a Spanish Navaja. A Spanish Navaja is one of the iconic folding weapons in history, since the American Bowie knife. The Spanish Navaja is translated into friction folders, and that means designed lightweight. Sometimes they have a long handle or short handle. You can actually slash with it. Remember, in the battlefield, it's not a friction folder anymore. If you cut yourself when loose, you're gonna lose your fingers. Next up would be a senmai. So a senmai is a knife that can use by my Japanese infantry, and they do make chopping foods, and sometimes senmai can actually be forged by Japanese smiths. That's pretty what we know. Next up would be a Scottish dirk. So a Scottish dirk is used by Scotland. A Scottish dirk have that false edge. You can cut quickly without wasting time. Then also have a pommel. Sometimes has the pommel, sometimes has a guard. That means you tell where the edge is. That's when you're in the battlefield. Next would be a friction folder. It's similar to the Spanish Navaja, but it's similar. But they use it for folding, and then use the battlefield. Next up would be a butterfly sword. So butterfly swords are similar to knives, but not a knife. So we can call it a butterfly knives. You know that you can actually put it together in one sheet. Attack, defense, and defend from another blade. And design a light and fast weapon. Remember, on the battlefield, you must carry it, and then if you saw your opponent, when your opponent have one sword, it will spread it, and it made two, that will surprise the attack. Next would be the European dagger. So a European dagger weapon by weaponsmiths in Europe. You can use it, and also you can use a double edge, so you can actually slice it. You can use it in the battlefield, or use it by your challenge or fighting. Next would be a karambit. So a karambit is like a dagger. It's like a knife, but it's like a dagger. So you can spin it just anything. You claw out. Remember, in the battlefield, you must carry two, and the opponent with a knife, you have to move forward. Try your best. Next would be a bak nak. So bak nak, roughly translate to a clawing knife. That means that they have a claw. So that means you can actually slice through the opponent. Or you can stab. Your bak knocks you can use too. Remember, it's designed light and fast. Remember, in the battlefield, let's carry this. You have to move forward. And there you have it, guys. There's some knives in Forging Fire. You want to ask me some questions? Leave it in the comments. I'll get them in future videos. So that means make sure to subscribe. If I have a lot of subscribers by 4 days in this video, well, I'm likely to do an epic video. Subscribe now, but I'll see you real soon. Later, dudes.